Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, review anything and everything. And today we're getting into this Casio F91W. It's considered a classic and it's basically that kind of utilitarian, just, you know, you need a watch to throw on, you need a watch just to know what time it is throughout your day. This is a classic, though there are a lot of Seikos that really fall into the same ballpark. This, from my understanding, was like the original, and it's kind of a little small. So if you have small hands, I originally bought this for my son, and if you have small hands, small wrists, I got a little bit markings on it, hold on. All right, I was able to get that out a little bit. But if you got small wrists, or, you know, even if you don't, if you have regular average size wrists and you want to put this on, to be honest, it's still fine, even though on larger wrists, and I don't have large wrists, but it still could work. But essentially, this is just really just a very, you know, it's a tool watch just for you to kind of know the time. It really is great. The value, like I said, link's gonna be in the description down below. This usually goes for $20 or less. And it's really just kind of the watch to where you could just, you need to look at the time, gives you everything you need. You know, set it and forget it, and that's it, you know. But it actually has a lot of features for being just a basic, like your bare bones kind of watch. You have the date, you have the day. Obviously, you're setting this to the month, so it's gonna know how many days are inside the month. If you have a leap year, you're gonna have to reset it. So once every 4 years, you're gonna have to reset it. But other than that, it's gonna know, you know, obviously the months and the dates. And the time, it has an alarm and it has stopwatch function. So essentially, the alarm, stopwatch, and that's to set the time. And you have the light on it, which the light is not great, but if it's real dark, you're still gonna be able to see the time and everything you need to see. So that's great. So it really is just like your basic entry level just watch. It's just, it does what it needs to do. It's a great watch. I definitely think that it's worth picking up if you guys are in the market for a watch for your kids. Maybe you're not really the watch kind of person, but you just want something on your wrist so you can quickly tell the time. I find it to be a good value for, even, I mentioned this before in another video, that I find it to be a good value for even to have a watch on your wrist, even if it's just you getting ready in the morning and or getting ready to go somewhere for the day, having that watch on you, so that way tell the time while you're eating, tell the time when you're showering, tell the time, you know, when you're getting, you know, stuff ready, like you're maybe putting on, you know, lotion or something like that on your face, or getting your face ready, you're brushing your teeth, you're you know, brushing your hair, you're doing all the kind of stuff you do in the bathroom, and you start losing track of time. Having this on your wrist while you're there, because your phone's probably in a different room, maybe since you're using your hands, you don't have time to be clicking on the face of your phone to try to get the time to display. If you got a smart speaker, yes, but now you got to constantly be blurting it out all the time. It's so much easier just to turn your wrist and just go boom like that. And then real quick, you're doing what you're doing, boom, like that, and that's it. I feel that it's great for that. So even if you're not a watch person and you want to wear this just to get ready in the morning, I guarantee you won't be late for work if you have a watch on your wrist. Or if you are gonna be late, you knew you were gonna be late a while ago, probably 30 minutes ago, you knew you were gonna be late. You didn't just stumble upon, oh my God, I'm stumbling out of the house, I'm not gonna make it. If you gotta be out the house at, we'll say, you know, 8 o'clock and it's 7:30, you already know you're gonna be late at that point, because you know how much stuff you got left to do versus how much time you have left. Or what I've done before, especially when I was taking public transportation that was timed, it was a time schedule thing, you have to be there at that certain time. I'd look at my watch that I had on my wrist, and if I felt like, okay, like I've only got between the time of me getting ready and the time to me to walk to that location to catch the transportation, I've got like 20 minutes, time to cut my getting ready process short. And immediately I go into hyperdrive. All right, you know what? Maybe I'm not gonna be able to fix my lunch. Cool, I'm gonna have to buy lunch when I get out. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Cool, I'm not gonna do, whatever the case was. So I really feel that it's nice having a watch, and this is that kind of bare minimum that anyone could afford. So I definitely recommend it. As always, you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.